Hello, my name is Ndogu Kahehu. I am the Executive Director of CAP Youth Empowerment Institute, in short known as CAP Yei. CAP Yei is a skills training organization. We train young people so that we can help them to secure opportunities to earn a living for themselves and to help their families. We use a model that we call demand-led, called Basic Employability Skills Best. And by demand-led, what I mean is, we train young people only after we have identified what they will do after training. So we conduct a market scan to assess the potential for either jobs or for self-employment. This is our first attempt to support young people to secure livelihoods in agribusiness, in agriculture, agribusiness. And we are doing this by providing them skills so that they can grow crops that sell, high-value crops like this, snow peas, that sell quickly and grow quickly. We are also teaching them how to grow strawberry, capsicum, tomatoes, and other quick-growing crops. And then we support them with searching and linking to markets so that they can get money into their pockets quickly. This country has two related problems. Everybody knows we have a youth unemployment problem, a big one. And a terrible one. For example, the data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics in 2020 showed that 34% of all Kenyan young people aged between 18 and 35 are either unemployed or underemployed. That's one problem. The other problem is we have a food security problem. We import $100 million worth of food every year. And it is said that more than almost 40% of Kenyans are food insecure at any one time, at any day. That's food insecure means they don't know where the next meal will come from. So you link those two problems. Even as we talk about youth unemployment, we are shipping jobs overseas, $100 million worth of jobs overseas, by buying food that someone else has grown. Yet we could grow that same food and in the process solve the food insecurity problem, even as we offer opportunities to earn a living for our young people. But why is it young people are not participating in agriculture? Why is it that they don't do that? There are many, many reasons, including the fact that we have often thought of agriculture as a difficult, dirty, low-paying activity. We are teaching young people to create businesses where they earn a living by doing the activities that produce food or process food or transport food to market. And our hope is that by doing that, by showing them that agriculture actually pays, many more young people will change their mind and see that there is actually high potential to earn a living by working on the land. The average age of a Kenyan farmer is 60. You can imagine, those are our parents on the land. In just another couple of years, 5 years, they will not be able to grow crops. They will not be able to farm anymore. You can understand why it is that we have to go to Uganda, to Tanzania, Ethiopia, even China to buy food, because a 60-year-old farmer is not going to do much. They've done most of their work for us. So our aim and our vision, long-term vision, is to lower that age by getting more young people to participate in agriculture, and at the same time to show that agriculture can be a driver of economic development and in fact of careers that are not only pay but are credible and give you good credit and that you can actually be proud to tell your peers about. Market for food today in Kenya is not the biggest challenge you are going to face. If we are going overseas to buy food, it's not because we have that food here. It's because we don't have it. So the chances that you're going to actually lose because of lack of market is very low. However, we have taken that as a given that in order for somebody to make the investments in agribusiness, to do agriculture as a business, then market assurance is very important. So we have now invested in a partnership with a company called Kazi Skills. Kazi Skills is the one that's managing this farm now. But their biggest job is not so much to manage the farm, it is to look for markets for products before they leave the farm, even before they are planted. So those young people who work with us, we are able to assure them of a market way in advance provided they meet the conditions that the buyer in that market wants met before they can buy. So for example, for this kind of crop or even strawberry, it's particular requirements for what chemicals you can spray, how you can deal with the problems on the farm as the crops are growing, how you can harvest, even pack them. There are all those requirements. They're not difficult ones, but they do actually help you to open up opportunities for market. So right now, we are actually using a kind of a slogan that we teach you how to grow, how to do agribusiness. And if you take those skills and grow crops, so you go and grow, we will either buy that product for you if it meets the conditions that we set in advance, or we will show you somebody who will buy. We needed to also create this image that gives young people comfort that this is not just about working on the land the way we knew our grandparents or parents to do peasant farming, and that wasn't even paying them much. This is business, and it is business using modern technology. You will have seen we are using solar equipment to pump water. We are using drip irrigation and overhead irrigation. We have greenhouses. And now we are also building a unit where we are teaching hydroponics. And hydroponics, we are teaching it to young people, first because it's a way of accelerating growth of any crop that you want, because you have more control over the conditions for growing those crops. But it's also a way of responding to one other issue that young people raise all the time, that where do I get the land to do what you're teaching me to do? We tell them, you actually, with hydroponics, you don't need a lot of land. In fact, hydroponics is a concept developed for urban farming where we have no space to grow crops, but it enables you to increase that space by growing vertically and by controlling the conditions so that you grow when the market price is high, for example, or when the need is greatest. If you look around here, you see a lot of slogans, and it's deliberate again. We want to take this out of just farming into business. We know that this is an opportunity that will create, if young people follow it, future millionaires, even billionaires. I have no doubt about it. So, for instance, if you look at the slogan for the company that brands the product of this farm, which is Oljoro Foods, it is, we grow entrepreneurs. That's the slogan. So we don't just grow food, we don't just grow crops, we also grow entrepreneurs, we grow business people. For KPI, the slogan is, we link learning with livelihoods. Our reason for doing this massive investment is to make sure the skills we are giving young people actually lead them to earn a living. Through agriculture here, tomorrow maybe through another sector, but for now it's agriculture. And then, of course, for kazi skills in Kiswahili is obvious. It's our job to give you skills that enable you to either work for somebody or work for yourself.